Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Cry me a river.
What up, you guys? It's your boy Mad Micah, and I'm back with another video. How are you guys doing, my lovely people? I'm doing alright. I've been struggling a little bit for like the past couple weeks. It's currently 2 a.m. right now while I'm recording this. I haven't really been able to sleep that well. I don't really know what's going on. I just have a lot going on in my mind, I guess. Can't get the mind to shut off when it's time to go to bed. So my sleep schedule's been really jacked up. That's honestly why my posting schedule has been jacked up, because my sleep schedule has been jacked up. I haven't been getting the proper amount of sleep. I like to record during the day because my neighbors have a baby, and I'm pretty sure their baby's room is right next to my recording room. So if I'm ever like super quiet or something like that, just know that I'm recording at night. But I normally don't like to record at night, just for their inconvenience or for their convenience, you know. Wouldn't want to wake the baby up. But yeah, I'm hoping to try to get on a better sleep schedule here soon. Get back to doing what I have to do, you know, get on a regular posting schedule. Like I said, stay disciplined. And today I just kind of want to talk about a exercise I came up with to help myself get back on a regular routine or get my mind back to where I want it to be. And I know we've all heard it before, but I tweaked it to, you know, more of a real world standard instead of a mathematical standard. But today we're going to be talking about P.E.M.D.A.S. And, you know, I bet you never thought you'd hear this again except for in pre-algebra back in middle school. But P.E.M.D.A.S, if you make it your own acronym, can be so powerful, honestly. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about what my acronym for P.E.M.D.A.S is and how it helps me in my day-to-day life. So first, I couldn't pick for the P, so we have two for the P, and that is patience and perspective. If you are able to be patient with things, as long as you're okay with waiting, then most things that you're waiting for or that you're hoping for, dreaming for, praying for will come to you. But you have to have the right perspective when you're looking at this thing. You know, you can't be selfish. You can't be, you know, prideful. You can't say, oh, I deserve this, because nobody in the world deserves anything. You know, none of us we don't even deserve the air that we breathe every single day. Like, that is a gift from our Heavenly Father that we get every single day, to live another day, to go after our dreams, you know, to love one another. All of those things are gifts. So when you're looking at life, you have to have the perspective that every day could be your last day. Every day needs to be your best day. You can't keep looking at things as your worst day. You know, you can't keep holding yourself back or keeping yourself down. You know, just because you're being patient for something doesn't mean that you're not also working towards that goal at the same time. You're still working towards achieving what you want. You're just being patient for the ultimate goal. You know, when you're playing through a video game, you're being patient to get to that final boss, but you're also working through the storyline to get the skills and the equipment and the upgrades that you need to be able to handle that final boss. Because if you were to just walk in and try to beat the final boss, you would get wiped out. So you need to make sure that you're harnessing your mind and harnessing the power that you have over your life, so that you can continue to achieve and you can continue to be great every single day. And that moves us right into the next one, E, education. Make sure that you're educating yourself. I say that a lot on here. Make sure that you're educating about yourself learning new things about yourself, learning, whether it's like you have to have acceptance. And, I'm that's not one of the things, but educating yourself is having acceptance. Oh, I lied, guys. I lied. Okay, we'll get into that later, but right now we'll talk about education. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Like I said, it's 2 a.m. Just hey, your boy is doing the best that he can. But yeah, make sure that you're educating yourself in the skills that you want to do, and whether it's going to college, whether it's getting a trade, whether it's going to therapy, whether it's talking to someone about what you're going through in life or what your next steps may be. A lot of people tell you to go to therapy, but sometimes people just need a life coach. They just need someone to tell them what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And that sounds like a boss, or that sounds like your mom or something, but having somebody to be able to structure your ever-expanding mind, your ever-worrying mind, somebody that already has it figured out, and if they're in the same field as you, they can really help you blossom, and they can really help you grow. You don't have to do everything on your own all the time. I know that we think that we do. I know deep down we feel like we're alone in this world, and maybe you might have to pay for a little bit of help, but people are willing to help you. For whatever type of compensation that they're looking for, they are willing to help you. Like, you have to pay to go to school, you have to pay for therapy, you have to pay for a life coach, you have to pay for things in this life. Or, you might be able to trade. If you have a skill and they have a skill, you guys might be able to even collaborate and make something even bigger than either one of you ever dreamed of. So, but if you don't have those skills walking into things, you don't have that knowledge about yourself so that you can present yourself with a firm head on your shoulders, like I've said before in the past, you're most likely going to get turned down over and over again in life, because you don't even know who you are, what you want to do, what purpose you want to serve. You're just going through your day-to-day, just trying to make it to the next day. You're not really trying to make something happen today. And that's not a problem until it becomes a habit. You're just sitting day after day after day. You're not learning anything new. You're not bringing anything to the table. You're not helping anyone else out. Sooner or later, people get sick of that behavior. And sooner or later, you're going to get sick of that behavior. Like, dude, what am I doing? Like, why do I feel so stupid? And it's because you're not educating yourself, about your relationships, about your friends, about that new job that you want, about anything. You're just feeling like you can get through life just on an easy pass, and that's just not how things work. That's just not how things work, my friend. But the next thing is mentality. And I know that feels like perspective, but perspective is the way that you look at things. Mentality is the way that you think about things. If you are, I've said before in my previous videos, if you are your own biggest critic and, you've already said anything bad, I'm not telling you to beat up on yourself, but if you've already thought the worst about yourself, then there's nobody else who can stop you by telling you something. Oh, you did this wrong. You did this wrong. Okay, I've already told myself I did 80,000 things wrong today. So please let me get back to what I'm trying to do. And because I don't need your negativity over here. Thank you very much. And it's just you have to have that strong mental edge over the next person. Because a lot of people are weak. A lot of people crumble under pressure. A lot of people, they give up. But you have to be that person that doesn't give up. You have to be that person that falls 7 times and gets back up 8. You have to be that person who thinks outside of the box. When a wall gets placed in front of you, you understand that you can dig under it. You have to understand that you are stronger than any adversity that comes at you. But if you don't have the mentality, I don't know, guys. I use this. I'm sorry, I'm breaking topic, but I use this like honey color correcting stuff, and it's making my face itch. I don't know. Like it's not like an irritating itch, but it's like I don't know. It's weird. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'll get back on topic. Sorry. But there's a reason why people say that the strong get ahead in this world, and it's because they do. They have the mentality to know that nothing can break them, or at least they're not afraid of anything breaking them, so they can keep moving on to the next objective or the next task or the next thing that needs to be done. You know, they can keep getting back up from 7, 8, 9, 10 failures, and they have the determination to know that they're gonna keep doing it another day. They're gonna keep trying to start that business. They're gonna keep posting on YouTube. You know, even if TikTok gets banned, they're gonna find another social media platform to make content on. And that's what it's about, to have mentality. You know, whenever you see a main character in a show, they always present them as somebody who educates themselves, who grows, who has to have a training arc. You know, they don't start off as the strongest, but they end as the strongest. They end as being a leader, being somebody that other people want to follow. And that's what it means to have mentality. That's what it means to be strong-willed. Like, my favorite anime is One Piece. That's my boy Luffy right there. And in that show, they have this concept called Conqueror's Hockey. And only the people who have the will of being a king have Conqueror's Hockey. And it's because their will is so strong over others and over other people that people either follow them or they fold right beneath their feet without even being able to challenge them, because their will is that much stronger than the next person's, or than their opponents, or whatever adversity they're going up against. So when you're going out, think of yourself as a king or as a queen. Think of yourself as a giant, even if you're small right now. Think of yourself as the richest person in the world. Think of yourself as the hardest hitting, fastest, strongest. Like, think of yourself as being a boss.
Why? 'Cause I'm the biggest boss you ever seen.
Until you get it. It's not faking it till you make it. And if you're gonna get what you achieve, you're not faking anything. You're just preparing yourself to where you need to be. Next one, discipline. You have to make sure that you're keeping yourself disciplined, or everything that I'm saying in this video means nothing. Everything else around you will crumble and fall if you do not have discipline. And I'm not saying I have the best discipline in the world. I don't. Or I would have never missed any posting days no matter what I was going through. So yes, sometimes my discipline myself lacks and it slacks. You know, I told myself 90 days straight, and I've missed like 4 or 5 days now. And I'm very disappointed in myself. But I'm trying to get back on that disciplinary routine, and that's why I'm recording a video right now at 2 a.m. Because I want to achieve a goal. I want to be somebody that a name and a channel that people talk about, they can laugh about, you know, they can share, they can enjoy, they can get away from the things of today when they come to my channel. They can take something away from my channel. You know, So I have a goal that I want to achieve here. And if I'm not disciplined, I'm never going to achieve that goal. I'm never going to get to where I want to be. I'm never going to do the things that I want to do in life. Every day is just going to keep being the same unless I can discipline myself to change these habits, to change my routine, to let go of things of the past. But it all starts with you. Like I said, at the end of the day, it all starts with you. You have to have the mentality to be disciplined enough to go after the things that you want in life. But if you tell yourself that you're going to lose 50 pounds and you're only going to the gym once a week for 30 minutes, it's going to take you a while to lose that 50 pounds. And honestly, you're probably going to eat back anything that you lost because you're only going once. But if you have discipline to build yourself a routine to where you're going to the gym 3, 4, 5 times a week, you're changing up your diet, you're drinking more water, you're counting your calories, then you can build, then you'll start seeing results, and you'll start seeing the fruits of what you bear and what you pour. I'm sorry guys, I don't know the right word. But you'll start reaping what you sow. You know, I've said that before. Sometimes, like I said, I feel like I'm a broken record on here because a lot of my topics just blend into each other. But I'm not saying the same thing. All of these have their own meaning, they have their own concept, and it's about you as the viewer to take away whatever you want to take away from what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say is that if you are able to put yourself in that mental state that you're gonna get it no matter what, I promise you'll get whatever it is that you want. And that's what it means to be disciplined. The next one, acceptance. Like I said, I lied before. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't look at my notes clearly enough. But acceptance, you have to be able to accept things that you can't control. Whether that's failing, whether that's a relationship that didn't work out, whether that's, you're playing a game and you keep dying over and over again, you got fired from a job, whatever it is in life, you lost a loved one, and some of those things are hard to accept. I know it is. I know things are hard to accept in this life, and I'm not telling you to get over it, but you have to be able to accept things for what they are, and you have to move on, and you have to find a way to keep going after what you want, keep living, keep striving for greatness. Because if you're not able to accept things for what you are, then that's just one more thing that's holding you back. That's one more thing that's keeping you from your goal. That's one more excuse that you're making on why you're not a millionaire yet. Why you haven't moved out of your home state yet. Why you haven't started chasing your dreams yet. When you're not able to accept things, you start making excuses. You start feeling cuckoo because you're like, oh, well, it's this person's fault. No, it's your fault. If you're able to accept everything as being your fault, nothing will be able to stop you. Nothing will be able to bother you because you've already taken accountability and acceptance for everything that could be thrown at you. And once you've done that, you start to learn and you start to grow from things. And you start to learn how to avoid getting yourself in similar situations in the future. But when you're just making excuses for things and you're not able to accept what happened today so that you can learn and have a better tomorrow, then you're just going to be stuck in yesterday for the rest of your life. And that's a vicious cycle to be in. Wondering, what if wondering if this person's still thinking about you, or if maybe you can reapply at that job, or just one more year in your hometown and then you'll move, or just one more semester and then you'll apply for college. No, do it right now. Whatever dream you have, whatever you can't control in your past that happened to you, let it go, accept it for what it is, and chase after that dream. Because we need to realize that object permanence is a real thing. So you may attach your dreams to a thing or a place or a person, but our dreams are our own. So if you just recently went through a breakup and you wanted to have a family with that person, you wanted to spend the rest of your life with that person, your dream is that you want to have a family and that you want to spend your life loving someone. Yes, in the moment you might have attached that dream to that person, but your dream is yours. And what you do with it and what you want to make of it is also yours. So don't waste your time sitting and waiting for someone who doesn't share the same dream as you. Go find someone who wants to share in that dream with you. Go find somebody who wants to have that beautiful relationship, who wants to share in your love for the rest of your life. But you can't force people to have the same dreams as you. You can't force people to bend to your will, no matter what you do for them, no matter what you say to them. So you can beg for that job all you want because you built bonds there or whatever. Or you can take your dream, which is to be wealthy and successful and to be able to provide for you, whether it's yourself, your family, whatever you want to provide for. We don't get jobs for no reason. Take that dream of wanting to be successful and go and give your ability to a different company. If a company or a person or a place doesn't want you, go to the next place and pop your shit even harder. Like, go even faster. Do it even bigger than you did in the last place. Like, do what you need to do to be happy. Accept things for what they are and move on. And the last thing is you gotta have solutions, man. You gotta have solutions. If you're just going around running your mouth, saying what you will do, what you're gonna do, what tomorrow's gonna bring for you, you ain't gonna get nowhere. You don't have no solutions. You're the problem at that point. I don't know if it's been said before, but I recently made my bio on something. If you're not, it's like, if you're not adding to the solution, then you're a part of the problem. That's just real rap. Honestly, if you're not trying to be a person who's trying to be better or trying to fix things or trying to calm down a situation, if you're just adding fuel to the fire every single time, if you're just adding to the negativity in the world, if you're just, you guys are getting what I'm saying. You're a part of the problem, and you can sit the rest of your life and keep calling someone else the problem and keep calling other things the problem, but ultimately you're the problem. You're the biggest problem in your own life because you don't know how to accept things for what they are. You keep blaming other people. You keep making excuses. You have to come up with a solution. Nobody, like I told you earlier, you can get a life coach and they can tell you what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. But You're the only person who can tell you to get up and do it. That has to be your solution at the end of the equation. They gave you a life coach can give you the equation, but you have to be the solution. Anybody can come up with an equation, but sometimes it takes years and years and years for even the developer of the equation to come up with the solution. But at least they're working towards something. At least they're working towards solving a problem. But if you're just one of those people critiquing that person, one of those people calling them crazy, one of those people hating on the people who are trying to make a change in this world, you are a part of the problem. And it's time for you to switch up the way that you're thinking, switch up your attitude, buddy boy, and start becoming a part of the solution. Because this world is a big problem. And if we don't start changing, we're never gonna get anywhere, people. We're still gonna be doing the same thing with the same people, living the same type of lifestyles for the rest of our lives. And I don't know about y'all, but I plan on getting generational wealth. I plan on moving my family out of my hometown. I plan on taking care of the things that I need to take care of. And I don't plan to be stopped by anybody. I don't care what other people have to think. I've got my own things. I'm my own biggest critic. So I've got my own things I have to deal with. I don't worry about the here or there. I worry about the here and now. So I keep telling you guys I'm coming back with a vengeance, and I am. I'm coming back full force, whether it takes me every other day to get back. I'm working towards getting back to that schedule that I was on. But I'm gonna get back there. And I'm like I said, I'm gonna pop my shit. Let me pop my shit. Let me pop my shit. Let me pop my nah. It's 7 p.m. Friday. They be like, who you think you is, nigga, not your big brokey. I talk a lot of shit. Oh, man. I love you guys. I love you guys. Make sure that you're practicing P.E.M.D.A.S today. Make sure that you're having a lovely day. Make sure that you're going out and getting it. It's been your boy, Minoxidil Micah. Make sure that you leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.